Well, hello there, good morning. Today, you join me on the banks of the River Nene. I'm on the Nene Anglers stretch at Nassington. I'm at the bottom of the railway line. Peg I've fished a few times before, fished several pegs along here, but normally at the start of the season before the weed grows. So this is the first time I've fished it in the winter, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So anyway, we'll get cracking. We're going to fish the feeder, I'm going to fish it right across and see how we go. We've got probably 4 or 5 inches extra water on today. I'm surrounded by water because normally where I'd sit here would be dry, and I think the water's coming up slightly, so we'll see how it goes. It's a bit of flow but not too much, plenty of colour, so in all senses it's pretty much ideal. So sooner I get on with it, sooner we'll find out what happens. Anyway, I'll come back to you in a bit, and fingers crossed we'll have food fish. This certainly feels a bit bigger than the roach I've been catching earlier. So hopefully it's one of the resident bream. Certainly not a massive fish, but it's an angry fish. It's not a bream, in actual fact it's a hybrid of about, well, just under 2 pounders I think. And, so I'm not going to bother trying to hold it because we know where it's going to end up when we do that. So I think the safe bet is get it in the net and then it's mine. Small days. Right, just a quick chat about the bait. Today I'm just using my leftover bait from the midweek session, so it's the ground bait's Baitex Pro Natural Dark Bream and Fine Lake Dark 50-50 mix, and I've just brought what I had left with me, and in that I'm putting chopped worm and castor, a few maggots, a few red maggots, and on the hook I'm just fishing half a dendrobina and a red maggot, and that's it. So nothing too elaborate. There's my hook bait, and there's my ground bait. Also got some pinkies there if I need them, but I don't plan on using them. Anyway, we'll get this chuck back in and then we'll see if we can catch a few more. That's a little bit better again. Similar stone. Do a few more of them. That's quick. Feeder only just hit the bottom. The tip went. Only small fish, but so plenty of fish out there. So that was straight on it. As soon as I cast in, it hit the bottom. Slack line just got took up by the float, and then it just jumped back. So I'm surprised I can find it that quick in this coloured water, but there you go. Amazing. Better eyesight than me. Better fish again. She took a bit of line off me, so I don't know what it is. Just hope we get to see it. It feels like a break. Of course, unless it's just a pike grabbed a small roach or something that's took the bait. Won't be the first time that's happened this season. But hopefully we'll get to find out in a minute. Lovely, perfect. It's one of them big old bream that live here. In anyone's book. I think we'll leave it at that, yeah. That's the first bite I've had in a while. Feels a little bit better fish anyway, so hopefully we'll get to see it in a minute. Actually feels a lot better fish to be caught. It came in to halfway very easily, like it was about a pound, but now it feels like it's about 4. Another lovely River Nene bream. I'll get him in the net before he jumps out my hands. Right, quickly just talk through the tackle we're using today with the rig. Using a 13-foot feeder rod with a 2-ounce tip in it, so I can get a bit of line out of the water. The 2-ounce tip's curved over fairly well in the flow, but that doesn't really matter because we're actually looking for it to drop back the way I'm fishing. So we're casting out and then putting 2.5–3 metres of slack line into it to form a bow, which sort of alleviates a bit of the pressure on the feeder and allows me to fish a lighter feeder. Basically, if I didn't have a bow, I'd probably need 40 grams, but because I'm fishing a bow in the line today, I'm probably, yeah, well, not probably, I definitely am getting away with 30 grams. Like I said, I started off at 40 with a bit smaller bow, but I soon worked out actually I could fish a lighter feeder, which is better because if the fish pick the bait up, they dislodge it, the tip drops back and you're away. Anyway, so yeah, 13-foot rod, 2-ounce tip, 4,000 reel, got 6-pound line straight through, I've got no shock leaders, and then I've got a rig tied onto that. The rig's made up on a short 2-foot 8-pound Maxima. It's just a running feeder with a stop above it. I'm just letting this run today 2 inches before it hits the stop, and then acts as the bolt rig. It's 2.5–3 inch twizzle loop, a quick change connector on there, and that just allows it to hang off the feeder and stops the tangles. Hook length's about 2.5 foot of 014 fluorocarbon, size 14 Preston N30 hook, and as I said earlier on that, I'm just fishing half a dendrobina and a single red maggot, and that's all I've done all day. Just fish the same line, which is best part of the way across. It's more than 3/4, but it's not all the way, that was a bit of the trick. But yeah, fair way across, like I say. A big bow in the line to just ease the pressure off the feeder so we can fish a bit lighter. Like I say, we're just looking for the tip to spring back, and some of the fish are hooking themselves and some aren't, but we've got probably a 50% hit rate even with the roach, so can't grumble at that on the feeder. Anyway, that's it. Simple setup, simple fishing. It's just about catching it right, and I think today we've caught it reasonably right. We're not emptying it, but we're certainly enjoying some steady sport. Let's say a couple of quiet spells, but that's alright by me. I think I would say it's just a bit windy, but hopefully it's not too much on the microphone for you guys. But anyway, we'll plod on for a bit. I've been fishing about 2 hours now, so I don't know what I've got. I've only got about 14 pounds in 2 hours, so if I went home now I'd be happy. But no, we'll go a bit longer. I've got some ground bait left, got some bait left, got no food left, which ain't a lot good because I like to have a nibble while I'm fishing. And I've only got the short session flask, but yeah, we'll give it some more time and see if we can get us another one. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Oh dear, small perch alert. That's never a good sign. I thought something had changed. The flow's not picking the tip up so much now. It's probably only got half the curve in it had earlier. Weren't paying a lot of attention. Then I kind of looked around me and I thought, hello, the tide's going out. I think the water's dropped about 3 inches in about 20 minutes. Now, I don't know why that is. It's not because they've ran more off below me. It's almost like they've not let so much in above me, because if they'd let more out below me it would have gone harder. So I don't know, the flow's slackened up. It might be something to do with why the bite's tailed off a bit. I don't know. But like I say, there's not a lot I can do about it. But we'll probably give it another half hour. I'm getting odd bites, but they're just little rattles from roach, and I've not been hitting them. But they're few and far between. But like I say, we'll give it another half hour to see if we can find ourselves another decent fish or two. And if not, we'll call it a day at 3 hours and be grateful for what we got. Anyway, let's press on. Well, that's about it, I think. We're just coming up to 3 hours. What we're now? 2 hours and 54 minutes. The last 30 minutes or so has been very, very slow. I've had one or two little knocks on the tip, but I'm not getting the bites showing like I was, because we've not got the flow and the bow in the line to actually, you know, for the feeder to get picked up in the flow and the tip to drop back. So we're just seeing little knocks. These just small roach. Like I say, I've had 3 hours. It's been pretty pleasant. And be quite honest, if I'd have gone home after 2 I'd have been happy enough. But you know, I'll give it another hour, and I've struggled, but it's been very pleasant, apart from when it rained for the 5 minutes or so. Wind's dropped off now, the sun's raking across nice and low, and everything's looking golden and brown across there in the sun rays, and yeah, it's a great place to be. Anyway, I'll get this wound in, we'll have a look at the fish, and then we'll go. Well, what can I say? Enjoyable little session that. Had a 16 pound in 3 hours. The 2 bream, the 2 big hybrids, and a smattering of 2 to 6 ounce roach, an odd dace, odd perch, and an odd small skimmer in there. So can't complain. Really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't enjoy is when the water level dropped. It just left me in an absolute quagmire. It was just, I was just like a pig in shit. You've never seen anything like it. But fortunately, back up near the car park, there's a sort of stream brook. Little brook runs into the river, and the water in there was nice and clear and clean. So I managed to wash off my seat box, my platform, my boots, and everything else before I put them in the van. So I didn't bring too much shit back in the van with me. But anyway, yeah, really enjoyed it. So probably, I don't know whether I'll get out again before Christmas or not. It's the last weekend for Christmas, but I might get out for Christmas, and failing that, I have every intention of fishing Christmas Day. So if I don't get out before then, that could be the one for me, because my partner's working this year. So anyway, thanks for joining me again. Big shout out to all you new subscribers and all you old ones, because it's really important to the channel that you guys support me. It helps it grow, and yeah, I really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, see you all soon, and cheers, bye bye.